With a lot of new development in Perth, we have seen dwelling values falling over the past 12 months, down by nearly 5%. So there's a whole bunch of things which are driving softer conditions in Perth. Of course, there's the mining downturn, which is the catalyst for a whole bunch of other economic factors. So relatively weak labour markets, unemployment's rising from a very low base, population growth from both overseas and interstate has slowed substantially in Perth, which means less demand for housing as well. And then you've also got the confidence side of things, with the economy of WA heavily linked with the mining and resources sector, particularly infrastructure spending. It means that consumer confidence in Perth isn't quite what it used to be when the economy was very buoyant and there was a lot of mining royalties being paid and a lot of jobs around in that sector. The other factor that's slowing the market down in Perth, of course, is the fact that listing numbers are rising as buyer demand falls away. So those buyers that are active, they've got a lot of choice. There's no urgency in their decision making. They can take their time. They can really work on vendors to get the best price possible. Well, in broad terms, we started to see the Perth market slowing down in line with commodity prices starting to fall, and then the infrastructure pipeline starting to wind down as well. So it's really only been the last 18 months, since sort of mid to late 2014, we've seen the Perth market slowing down. And it's the last 12 months where that slowdown has gathered some pace. Values are only still down a little bit more than say 6 or 7% from peak to the trough currently, but I'd say there's still some further falls in the pipeline for the Perth market before it starts to level out. I don't think we've seen the Perth market bottom out just yet. Until we start to see listing numbers leveling out and transaction numbers leveling out, I think there's still further falls in that market. So at the moment, we've seen transaction numbers fall by nearly 15% compared to the same time last year. And we're seeing listing numbers rising quite rapidly and rents are falling quite rapidly as well. So we need to see all those factors really start to stabilize before value growth or value declines will bottom out. I don't think the decline in Perth has a significant way to go. I don't think we'll see value falls of say more than 10%, maybe 10 to 15%. But what's more likely is that after the market does rebalance, there will be a period of time where values simply move very little, maybe in line with CPI.